I mean, if he plays like Bubble Jamal, for sure. But like, if he plays like he played last season, like,
We all know why he's playing like that, though, man.
But I think it's just playing as long as they did, and then having that short turnaround. I think it kind of affected him. But now that he's gonna get a full he'll be straight. And then you get another year of Michael Porter Jr. Like
are they gonna let Bobo play?
No. Bro, to do what?
He only come out when the ball gets stuck in between the thing. Y'all ever notice? Right. That's the only time.
All right. Well, we got T and Ricari on, the hosts of the Hot Takes podcast. I want to thank you guys, first of all, because honestly, like, I'd always thought about pods and, sports media and stuff like that. But like coming on to your guys' show when I was younger was like the first of me like experiencing that. And that was like really kind of helped to materialize. So shout out to you guys because that kind of really played a part in this. So.
No, absolutely, man. It was super dope having you on like a natural, we definitely appreciate it. I still think you as one of the best guests. We've been having some things in the works, man. I'm glad we were able to kind of get this one on the under our belt,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Well, we might as well just jump into it then, man. I guess we can just break down everything that just went on in the playoffs because that was a crazy ass. I mean, I don't think anyone really expected on both sides what came out of the East and West,
Right. A lot of unexpected endings, if you will, man. Definitely saw a lot different way it was gonna play out. Definitely didn't think Chris Paul was gonna go out like Willie Lump, but be like that, man. Be like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I picked the Bucks the last time we made predictions. I picked the Bucks to come out the East. I wasn't that confident in them beating Brooklyn, but I think, all the injuries played a big role in it being so many like unexpected outcomes. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that was due to the season being starting so close to the bubble, or, I know like LeBron said that, a couple other players came out and said that, the shortened season coming on the heels of another crazy season and schedule kind of played a part.
Yeah, the schedule, I think, had to be the toughest thing. Is like you have a short layoff, you got 72 games in 5 months.
That's crazy.
Before, what I mean, they playing multiple back-to-backs or 4 games in 5 nights type of shit. Like, I think it's just a culmination of them being so many games and logging so many minutes. It wears on you, right? I mean, I didn't expect this. I had the Nets winning. I mean, I think you think before that injury, in the way that they was just popping the Bucks. Kyrie don't go down. I think the Nets are winning the championship, bro.
Yeah, man. Those first 2 games after game 2, it was like, what the hell, man? Like, there's nothing the Bucks can do. You know what I mean? And then it was crazy.
That was disappointing to me. That was I thought the Bucks should have been more dominant in that series.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
They should have. That was the time to impose their will, where all the soldiers were out except for the general.
Yeah.
It's time to get them while they down.
And I expected. I didn't think that Brooklyn was gonna be able to finish healthy. Remember, I kept saying that. Like, are you gonna have all 3 of them?
It aligned perfectly for the Bucks to win because of those things that you kind of alluded to with Brooklyn, not necessarily taking the best care of themselves, being active throughout the year. Those things play a part when you kind of pick your spots and when you want to play hard, when you want to actually play, as in Kyrie, James Harden wearing fat suits, or is he really fat? We don't know, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are y'all doing over here? And the only one really wanted to play intent on basketball the whole time, I felt like, was KD. And you seen him come through and shine for the Nets. I feel like it was just been like that too. KD is a hooper, man. No matter what, when or where, dude. I'm about to pull up, except for a USA basketball, I guess. I don't know.
Man, yeah, me and E was just talking about it. But that's what bothered me about the Bucks is like, it took you 7 games to put down a team that had one, like you just got one that you got to worry about. And
you cannot be getting worked by Bruce Brown and Nick Claxton. You can't, bro.
Yeah, work.
Come on, what are you doing? And y'all they were together longer. You know, we've been expecting Giannis to get to the championship over the last few years. And it was just like, damn, y'all really didn't have nothing for the Nets. The Nets is a scary ass team, though. Like, they are scary.
Obviously, the favorite. I know this is a podcast that may talk about betting from time to time. So, obviously, a favorite for next year. You know?
Definitely, yeah, we'll get into that. It's crazy though, man, because KD went from like, in my eyes, like when Harden got there, he again just plummeted to me. I was like, I fucking hate this dude. Like KD just can't do it and pisses me off. And then this how circumstances kind of went, and Kyrie was out and Harden was like hobbled. I gained a lot of respect for KD during that series though, bro. Like he to me is clearly the best player in the league. Like the dude is just like unstoppable. And that's what bothers me still. It's like Kyrie is healthy. I don't think they even need James Harden, bro. Like they'd at least make the finals in my eyes, like before the season even started last year. So with Harden, if they can stay healthy, yeah, I don't see anyone really competing with them.
I don't know though, because it's like the small stuff that concerns me about like injuries. That's always going to be a factor with that team. It's always going to be a factor.
You think so? You think that's a longevity issue? Like it's going to continue on?
Kyrie has always, had lower extremity injuries. KD, not so much, but off the Achilles, he already had like the broken foot.
True.
James Harden, now you got hamstring issues. You could look at Chris Paul to see how those can, come and go and, alter a season. But the other thing I think is, for me, their main thing is like leadership. Like I don't think they have leaders over there for real, and I think that's
KD does not want to be a leader.
No, I think that's underestimated. You got 3 players that have had opportunities to lead teams, and they still showed that their leadership isn't the best. You know what I mean? So I'd worry about that depth. I was a little bit worried about depth this year, but I think next year they're gonna have more depth. They should be getting. Was Dinwiddie coming back?
Yeah, I think he's like a restricted, maybe an unrestricted free agent.
That's what I was about to bring up. They
gonna lose him.
They got to retool that whole entire roster, bro. Because Blake is a free agent.
I'm so glad he didn't win a championship this year.
No, man, come on, man. You got to be happy for Blake. I wanted Blake to get one, man.
No,
not that way, bro. Not that way.
He said not that way.
Not like that.
Not playing the Pistons.
Nah, man. It'll be interesting though. It really will. And then like on the other side, I mean, I was going to bring up like overachieving, underachieving teams in the playoffs. Man, the Suns just I didn't expect that at all, bro. I want to hear from you guys because Kari, I know you're a huge Lakers fan. T, I knew you were a huge Lakers fan. I don't know if you're still there since Bron's there, but like,
no, we got a couple
your
more
assessment
years
of that series. That series was wild, bro. Like after 3 games, it looked like the Lakers were clearly in, the strong hand, and then it was just like, whoa, like what happened there?
Yeah, I feel like the Lakers are part of those underachieving teams.
The most,
I feel like they should have been able to get past the Suns even with AD down. You know what I mean? And when you look at LeBron, I mean, he wasn't prime LeBron, but he still did his job. And you start looking at the others, like I think Dennis Schroeder had a 0-point game in that series, if I'm not mistaken.
That's who you need to actually shine the most light on. Dennis Schroeder talking all that noise, one of the bigger contracts throughout the year, turning down contracts. And to play like that, oh my God, you just killed your value. For me, the Lakers are the most underachieving team. Bro,
you happily say
oh
that.
My God, I couldn't wait. Yes, this contract for me coming back to the Lakers is almost up, man. We're just waiting for a couple more years of LeBron's failures, and I'll be back, guys. Not wait.
Yeah, I don't know. LeBron might not never leave, man.
I would say for me, like the team that's the most underachieving team. I mean, outside of the Lakers, I feel like it's the Sixers, bro. They like
I take it, if you will.
You got it, and it's all revolving around Ben Simmons, bro. Like you got to figure that out, dog.
Yeah,
not figuring nothing out, bro. That dude doesn't have like the drive for it, man. I don't know. I just
I guess they don't get that hunger down under, man.
All that intangibles, bro. Like I don't. It's sad. Him and Drummond are like the same thing. I look at him like you have so much raw physical ability, and you have no desire to like get in the gym in the off season with Hakeem or someone and like get a post move. And the same with Ben. It's like, bro, just get with someone and like work on this shit, bro. Like I don't tell him.
So this is my thing with Drummond is like I don't think Drummond's not a scorer. He's not there to do that. He is going to get you rebounds. Drummond led the league.
He doesn't know that,
traded, he led the league in rebounds. Huh?
I was saying he doesn't know that. That's definitely his build, his, you know what I'm saying, his go-to, what he should build his reputation on, but he wants to be a low post scorer for some reason.
That's because he played for the Pistons. So that gave him a false sense of what his abilities are because their lack of other options. So yeah, we dumping it down to you, Drummond. Yeah, you averaging 15. Yeah, some nights you getting 25 and 20, but you're really more of a Rodman without the defense, bro.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you're a rebound. You can get easy baskets, but
I mean, without the defense,
he's not even that athletic. Like you can't really.
He's really not. He's just a big, strong body, and So for me, it's definitely. I think it's like the Sixers just really
should have traded for Harden. They should have traded for Harden when they had the chance, that would have been a championship team. I said that. Like, why are you holding on to Ben Simmons?
I would have tipped the scale.
It's not only that he can't shoot; he's not even attempting to shoot the ball.
Mo says that all the time, bro. Yep, exactly.
Right. And like it's at least,
I don't know what's going on.
I think Giannis's jump shot was probably just as bad as Ben Simmons. But look at him.
Way more.
But Giannis make you respect it. Like you may not. Giannis make you at least respect it, right? Like you want to contest him or whatever. So do y'all think Ben gonna? I know they said that Ben they ain't trading him, but do you think that's gonna be the real thing? Like he gonna be with the Sixers next year?
No, he got to get traded. He has to get traded. I mean, I don't understand why they would even say that they're not trading him at this point. It's how does your basketball team improve, without putting a shooting point guard with Joel Embiid? I don't see it.
Floor spacing seems to be the problem there. So they definitely need to look to outside sources. But what can you get? What's his value?
He's so low right now. I was about to say that, right?
I think you still could get value from because he's good at what he does. But that lack of shooting, not even trying to shoot, and then also terrible free throw shooter, like that just makes it hard.
You're right though.
He's based upon a LeBron prototype, man. You don't think that prototype? I know we've seen Giannis. He's under that same mold. Win a championship. Y'all don't think that's kind of phasing itself out?
Yes.
So
yes, the LeBrons, the Westbrooks.
Yeah, the do it all, the Swiss Army knife player. I
mean, it's cool, but you got to be able to. You have to be skilled.
Yeah,
it's a more skilled league.
Yeah, you gotta have a skill set. I would say for me. So the Suns by far, I think, was the most. No, sorry, Atlanta was the most overachieving team. I don't think anybody expected Atlanta to get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't know.
No, I didn't expect them to get that far. But the way it lined up for them as well, kind of injuries kind of played a part. Getting a little bit farther along. That's a good one though. But
was anyone else over game one? After game one, was everyone else like, "Is this shit real?" Like Trey 45 and they beat Milwaukee at home. I was like, what the fuck is going on here, bro? Like after the game one, I was like, they're going to the finals. Like this is crazy.
I mean, Atlanta could have won that series, to be honest. Like it wasn't until the playoffs. The playoffs was the first time we saw Atlanta at full strength. Mm-hmm. Now, and we have been looking at their roster on paper since
they still were missing another player
since preseason.
Yeah, they were missing Hunter.
Hunter was hurt. Yep. But the pieces they had, it's like, man, they got all ballers. Like 1 through 10 is like all decent hoopers.
But it's the lack of not being there before. Trey's so young, fresh to the situation. Yeah. For me, he was just the most surprising, most enjoyable to watch, man. I love seeing Trey ball against New York. That was just like Ice Trey.
Come on, dope. Ice Trey. He was killing them, bro. Hey, I love that.
Hey, Ice Trey had me getting FanDuel money, man.
Bro. Come on, bro. I felt like he just really embodied like that whole Reggie Miller, like, I'm going to talk my shit. I'm going to interact with the crowd. Like, he brought that, and I love that, bro.
Yes, it was definitely entertaining watching. And he even got banged up at the end. He got hurt.
Yeah. That's what really shifted that. Yeah, that's what shifted that series. Once he stepped on that ref's foot,
Trey is legit. He is deserving of that nickname, dog.
Hey, I want to ask you guys, because me and Mo brought this up. After this postseason now, like for a while there, for a couple years, it was like Doncic was clearly like the right move. But now I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like Trey just took that team pretty deep. Like now I'm like, this is like more competitive than like I thought it was. Like, what's your guys' outlook on Trey versus Luka?
I think it still was the most even, or one of the most even trades as far as like star big names goes.
That was a draft night trade, right?
Yeah. It's definitely one of the more.
I got Chris Webber, Anthony Hardaway, but I'm all here, so what do I know? But
that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty close.
It aligns close. For me, Luka would have took that team further, bro.
I don't know about that.
No,
I don't know about that. And what I will say is, even though Trey was balling, he did his thing. I still think Trey had a better supporting cast.
He does. He
I mean, like Luka,
inconsistent.
No
Porzingis is way too inconsistent, bro.
They just had some kind of beat. He is inconsistent, but the highs of that is very high versus John Collins.
I'm
are we taking the consistency over John Collins over Porzingis right now? Is that what we doing?
I'm just saying, but you got you got Collins, you got Capella, you got Bogdanovich, they got DeAndre Hunter. They got Lou.
You got Gallinari.
Hardaway.
Right,
like players that's supposed to be big players, man. Hardaway Jr. has so much potential coming out, man. He could be a good.
He was their second best player in the playoffs.
What's that?
Yeah.
He was their second best player in the playoffs.
Yeah. By default.
And he's another extremely inconsistent player.
You
don't know if you're going to
get Jalen Brunson
or
he's done.
Come on, cuz. Not Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson, go.
Nah, bro. No. Bro.
You don't go?
Not Jalen Brunson, bro. Come on.
And then they had Carlisle.
We talk about Maxi Kleber.
Come on, man. You can't count that.
Maxi Kleber and come on, nah. Trey Burke ain't doing nothing, dog.
Yeah,
Trey Burke hasn't done nothing since he hit that shot against
Trey
whoever.
Stoppers out there, man. He was getting off at one point in time.
No,
he was.
He probably only got that job because Hardaway Jr. put in the call for him.
Yeah, Michigan.
I got a question for y'all. For this playoffs, did PG redeem himself?
Yes, for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like. He's nothing like.
Fuck no.
As a hooper, not as a person. He's still fucking pandemic P. Get out of here. Way off P. No. But you did good. You got
not like a top 10 player, but like he didn't choke. Like he
balled, dog.
He balled. Like I'm gonna shit on him.
I will say,
nah.
That game when they came back against Utah, maybe one of the top games in the playoffs. The only game I would say was probably my favorite game to watch was that game when Dame went off and they went into and he put them into overtime against Denver. Like when he had like 12 or 13 threes. That was dog. That was probably like my favorite game, bro. Was that game?
Game 7 for me, Bucks and Nets was my bro. I was watching that like, real, bro. Like that was. That's when I was like, if anyone has any doubt that KD's the best player in the league, bro, like it's just like look at this man. Like he's just willing them.
Paul George to me is still like a tier below the, Kawhis and Giannis's, but he always kind of like puts himself on that level. And it's like, bro, you're really not. And what I will say to y'all, even though he balled, the pressure is different when you're not expected to win. You know what I mean? The pressure is different when it's like,
very true.
Well, you're going to lose. Kawhi's out. That's different than you got Kawhi and PG. Do what y'all supposed to do.
Mindset.
And who was this Reggie Jackson impersonator,
bro?
Oh,
my
bro, what the fuck? I don't know who that was, bro. That wasn't Reggie Jackson. Somebody had a Reggie Jackson suit on. That wasn't
Reggie. That was Bobby Shmurda,
dog.
He got out of jail.
Dog! No, we had Bobby Shmurda. We had Bobby Shmurda, bro. We had Bobby Shmurda when he was in Detroit. That was Bobby Shmurda, bro.
That's what it was.
All right, that's what it is. That made more sense.
The real Reggie came back. All right. Yeah, it was more reminiscent of OKC days. But
good call out, man. I totally forgot, but 35 again. Like, he was going crazy.
Reggie deserved an honor.
He went from Lizzie Hunter to yo, dog.
Yeah, Reggie did his thing, man. He did his thing.
He about to get a bag, bro. He about to get a bag this summer.
I bet you
that's the most pump fake bag, though.
Yeah, hell yeah. He probably gonna get a bag and get hurt, or get a bag and turn back to Bobby Shmurda.
What do you guys think of the Knicks? Because that was one of my underachieving teams. I didn't think they were going to go far, but how they played in the regular season, I was really disappointed with how they played in that first round.
But I knew it was gonna happen, bro, because there's just too many young players. They did, you know what I mean? I just knew it was gonna happen, bro. In the East, the Eastern Conference is somewhere where you can like a lot of times just overachieve or seem better than you are, and this is be like you get to the playoffs and it's like, nah, not for real. But I like the Knicks though. I like where they're going. I like what they're doing. You know, I think
I like the front office more so than the roster though, man. I don't know, man. Do you want to have Julius Randle be your centerpiece? Is he?
Yeah, I liked him until that first round. I was like, bro, where the fuck are you, bro? Like he just looked like he was non-existent.
Hey, man, bro, him and RJ Barrett got to figure out a right hand move.
He turning, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Same old Julius. He was doing that in LA. They already knew what to do as soon as they got to the playoffs. Oh, easily take him out of this. Yeah. So it's in the regular season when you playing against all these scrub teams, you know what I mean? You beating the Pistons 3 times, 4 times, you know what I mean?
Heard a good point. Like they play hard day in, day out, which is going to be good for the regular season. However, once you get to that playoff format where you get days, days apart, kind of pick and be more schematic with the way you go against your team. Yeah, it looks like they weren't the one that we thought they were.
Yeah, but they could be a piece away, though. What do you guys think of like Dame? What's going on there? You guys think he's staying in Portland? Is he getting traded?
I think he's gonna probably leave. The only reason that may make him stay is that Giannis just won and he stayed in Milwaukee and he basically called out super teams. So it make you look bad to jump ship right after that. But after seeing Space Jam, I think it's a good chance that he's coming to LA. I mean, he had his own lengthy scene to his own song. You only gonna get that in LA, man. You know what I'm saying? He had to go out there to do the movie. Be sure his eyes didn't get big out there, man.
He from Oakland,
and he's from there.
Yeah, man.
And he's far away.
He is the only player that can change the fate of the Lakers. Ain't nobody else gonna do it.
I agree.
Get Russ, I'm gonna get Lonzo, and that shit. We're not winning with none of them.
I'm 100% with you there, bro. And I think whoever you need to get him. Trade AD, bro. I'm out on AD. AD can go. That dude is just like, bro.
You need AD because that's the future.
AD. LeBron and Dame ain't gonna do shit without AD, Ethan. I'm sorry for y'all that maybe don't know or can't accept it, but
37.
We looking at LeBron going this way now. You know what I mean? It's not bad. It's not fast. He's still one of the greatest players in the league, but he's not the same LeBron, man. But that's why I don't understand why they want somebody to distribute the ball.
Well, Dame does more than that, though, bro. Like, Dame can drop 45 is the thing. Like, I think,
but I feel like that's what you
been the most successful when he's had a Kyrie or a Dwayne Wade that's like his wingman on the wing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
killer.
Right. So why are you getting Lonzo? What is Lonzo going to do?
Why are you getting
Lonzo and Russ? Why are you looking at Lonzo or Russ?
Yeah.
Or Lowry?
That's got buyer's remorse. Getting mad at the potential they could have had with that young Lakers pass. Just mad.
The dumbest one I'm hearing is DeMar DeRozan, bro. That one is pissing me off. So, like, that is the worst combination that LeBron can have, bro. LeBron needs shooters. That's been his history, his whole career, bro. He needs someone that can hit
that mid-range guy.
That's what I'm saying. What are they thinking? All these options have been thrown on the table. Dame's the only thing that makes sense, man.
I think what it is with DeMar DeRozan is he gonna get you his own bucket, right? Like, it's for sure DeMar gonna go and get you 18 and 20 no matter what. And I don't think he had, like, once AD went down, Schroeder wouldn't do it. Like you said, he put up a game where he had 0. Like, come on, bro.
I'm not that mad at the DeMar DeRozan acquisition. Honestly, I'm not that mad at it.
That mid-range game.
I'm not that mad at it.
And DeMar DeRozan kind of got that Paul George kind of syndrome where it's like he's not expected to win. So I'm about to go here and get 18, 24 with San Antonio, be under the radar, or in Toronto where they're not expecting us to win. I can go ahead and get 30 in my prime. No longer in your prime, man. Far removed. So I don't think that's going to end up playing out well. I think Bradley Beal is going to be the game changer. Not necessarily just Dame. I know he's not a free agent or anything, just like Dame isn't, but Bradley Beal could tip the scales on a lot of teams.
He could.
He got to get out of there, man.
He got to get out of there, man.
But
it's almost like if you see Russ run.
Bro, seriously, dog. He killed a whole team, like aspect, momentum, everything. But my take, and I've said this a couple of times, is I think it's gonna be CJ, bro. CJ's gonna be the one that's end up leaving. I don't think Dame going anywhere. Like he was saying, I think like kind of what Giannis kind of had that call out onto people. I don't think Dame's going anywhere. I've mentioned this before. I'd love to see like Jaylen Brown come to Portland from the Celtics, like that. I think that matchup with him and Dame would be nasty, bro.
That'd be dope. Well, how far is that getting you? I like the matchup. I like the future.
But I agree. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum need to split up, and so do Dame and CJ,
sure.
like 6 years ago.
Undersized backcourts don't work.
It is what it is.
Well, both those pairs just play so similar, right? Like CJ and Dame, granted, CJ can't shoot the three as prolifically as Dame, but they play that same way. They need the ball. Like they want the ball most of the time to be effective and make their own shot, right? And then Jaylen and Tatum play similar like that too. So I agree. Me and Mo have talked about that a lot. Those two pairings on both sides need to split up. Like it's just not working.
Yeah, I thought about those teams doing some type of trade too.
Super dope.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be mad if Dame went to Miami though.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Like I don't like that. I don't like that.
Bro,
I mean, they could win, but I just something about Dame and Jimmy is just I don't know.
Dog, that would be a dog ass matchup. Come on.
They on the right side of things as far as the East Coast to get the job done. It just seems like not a good.
I can see him winning. That's what I'm saying. I can see him winning, but I don't know if it's like.
I feel like, granted, I don't know because they had to give up probably like Tyler Hero and some shit. But like, bro, with him, Jimmy, Duncan Robinson, Bam, like
that's a squad. You ain't lying. I mean, it's well built. It's well built. Am I not going to the club, or am I watching this on Friday night though?
This my question. This is my question. What is the biggest thing that Dame is missing? Like
a big.
Is that he's never had a dominant big?
That's what I say.
Okay.
Philly would be dope.
He had LA though. He had LA.
He was young Dame. He was a young Dame. He was still. Yeah, I mean, he was still sending niggas home.
Do y'all really think Dame can get it done though?
I do. Yes. Look, here's the thing, bro. Every career is circumstantial, right? If you switch Dame and Kyrie's career, I think he's getting it done with LeBron in Cleveland with Kevin Love. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just every career is so different, and that's how I look at that.
If you switch Dame with Steph, they get the job done.
I don't like that idea. People are saying trade Dame to Golden State. I'm like, him and
that's where Bradley Beal needs to go.
That's still I don't like that as well.
I love it.
But Bradley Beal's the same thing as Klay Thompson. Like that's the same. Like both of those guys.
Fuck it. We got two Clays. We got two Clays.
Bradley Beal not the same though. Can we not? Bradley Beal and Klay Thompson are not the same.
They're not. But they're both just like bucket getters at two. I will say this though. Shout out to Klay. Klay is the most like movable. So like I think Klay would be such a good in any situation because he's just one of the best perimeter defenders, and then he's such a bucket from the outside. Like he would be
he's one of the best defenders, bro. Perimeter. I seen him lock up Kevin Love countless times in the paint. This nigga that's known for putting in work.
Locks up anyone. Yeah.
One of the other names that's getting floated out there is Pascal Siakam too to Golden State. So I won't be mad at that. He's real similar to Draymond Green, maybe 2.0 version of that. But I like it. I can see it.
Pascal.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
I think Pascal and Bam is I'm kind of putting them in the same players.
Yeah, I can see that. That's dope.
Pascal seemed like he took a step back this year to me. Like 2 years ago, when he won the championship, he looked like a baller, and he was coming. And then he kind of just like I don't know.
I mean, you got to keep in mind
had no dog in him this year.
Toronto was displaced all year. He's an international kind of guy, man. You stick him in Florida. I think they were there in Florida last year too for the bubbles. So it's like, damn, like I can't get no jerk chicken or nothing. You feel me? Like,
who's the one dude from? Is he in Portland this year? But he was on Toronto. He's a shooting guard. Powell. He's good, bro. I like him, man. He's
that's going to be CJ's replacement. He's the same, a similar player. If Dame chose to stay, they want that same.
He a bucket.
He is, bro, and he's got heart. Yeah.
But they gotta. Portland has to start playing Anthony Simons more. They got to get him more minutes because dude can ball and he can shoot the rock. And he's so fucking athletic, bro. Like,
I think. Who's the dude? The big they lost? Zach Collins. Is that his name? Zach something.
Yeah, the white boy.
Zach Collins. Zach Collins. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he even would have made an impact. He was out of there quick. Got hurt. I don't know. Because they got Nurkic. They do got Nurkic, bro.
But he started to come back towards the end of the year, right?
Yeah, he came back. He played in the playoffs. It's just Jokic was giving him work.
Yeah,
he was getting work. Oh my God, Joker was killing him, dog.
Killing that.
That was his man's too at one point. So that was just not a good look.
Man, Jokic used to come off the bench for Joker.
Yeah. Or I think vice versa. Yeah, vice versa.
I want to ask you guys real back in, like, as far as the finals go, now that that's over, what is like your legacy implications of Giannis? Like, is he the best player in the league? Like, where does he sit for you guys?
Well, for me, Giannis goes down as the hardest competitor ever, man. His will, I don't know if it was 1 knee or not, but the way it looked previously to him going to the finals, that he was just going to be out for a year and a half, came back to be the most dominant player we've seen in the finals in a long time. It reminded me of when LeBron had Dellavedova that year, and he had to do everything for the squad. Giannis actually pulled it off, though, man. So for me, it does go down as a legacy play for him as the hardest competitor. Not necessarily one of the better players in the league, but he definitely puts his stamp on things as hardest competitor, one of them ever.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I would say he is. I wouldn't call him the best player in the league either. But he probably is the most dominant right now. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he up there. He did his thing. It's definitely a legacy play as one of the harder competitors. He definitely had probably, if not I can't say the best final performance, but it's up there. You know what I mean? That 50 ball,
crazy.
Like, yeah. That's 50 balls forever. He did everything. Like, just the eye test was so crucial for this game because you could read the stats, but if you really watch the game, like you saw Giannis control.
He just made iconic plays. That block
back
on that live was just crazy. Or, that steal, and then him catching that live from Drew Holiday, like, just made
19 free throws.
Like, bro, you know what I mean? Yeah,
he had a three-pointer in that game too. Like, it was crazy.
He was like those, like, he just made game where, like, he was just putting his stamp on the game, bro.
Yeah, and this is what I would say. It was one of the performances where he literally did anything the team needed at the time.
That
the entire game. That was some brown shit.
Like,
he definitely got 2K22 to cover that boy.
Oh yeah, he gonna have to. Bro. Like, I think that block completely shifted the whole entire series, bro. That he don't make that block. I think Phoenix probably it'd go 7 games or Phoenix win it, bro. Like, because Book was going off.
How is it that these blocks have so much momentum in these series, man? LeBron with Tayshaun block against Reggie Miller, LeBron's block. It just changes the outcome so drastically, it seems like.
It's so deflating, man.
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy is Bron got 2 blocks.
Okay.
Y'all remember that block he had against the Spurs?
On Splitter? Yeah, that was like
a Thiago Splitter where he just stood him up, bro. Like, that block was
Splitter was trying to get up, right?
Yeah, and just stood his ass up, dog. Yeah. Like, that block, like, everybody sleep on that block. That block was nasty.
Yeah.
There's something about the chase down block, though, man. Like, I remember, like, watching that Game 7 live and just seeing LeBron at half court. And I remember thinking, like, he's going to get there. Like, this is crazy. He was just running.
It up.
Like, that was nuts. But I agree with you, Carly. Like, it's like you took the sentence, like, out of my mouth. I think he's the most dominant player right now in Giannis, but I don't think he's the best. And that literally just comes down to his skill set. And, that's something he can work on. But, like, he reminds me of Shaq, bro, just how dominant he is, like, in the paint. And, it's just, like, one of those things where he's just such a unique player. People are going to have to really strategize, like, how do we stop this dude? Like, we have to wall this guy off in order to, like, stop him from getting to the paint.
So I have to ask this. Does dominance overtake skill as the best player?
It can, because I think Shaq is better than Patrick Ewing, and Patrick Ewing could shoot better than Shaq. You know what I mean? Like, Shaq can't shoot. Like,
I'm just saying,
Hakeem Olajuwon is better than Shaq.
That's hard, but I can't say that's like.
No,
he got more skill. He's got more skill than Shaq. He's got more skill than Shaq. I don't think he's better than Shaq. He got more skill than Shaq.
See, that's the question right there. It's like, that's hard. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you can do more with less.
Like that's my question. Is like, is it really that he's not the best player? Like, because his dominance is like, it's crazy, and it's on both ends.
So you think Giannis is better than KD? You can sit here and say.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I would say, hold on, though.
That's what I thought.
Hold on, though.
Please don't say that.
Hold on, though, because I would say, I don't know, the way Giannis was playing defense in the finals. Now, if he doing that shit every night,
but
see, that's
tough. You got a point, Kari. That's tough.
These things can be beat, dog. If you notice, dog, Giannis Euro steps or spins every time down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, once a Greg Popovich and a right defender line up to stop that, it's a done deal. He's going to look like Michael Redd. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's still shooting the J to keep him honest. And if he keep making his free throws,
he wind up like this, man. That's not going to go down too many times either. Like, at the end of the day, I think skill is going to win.
I don't know. I say, but for me, it depends on like, okay, if we're looking at the time, like who's the best right now,
KD.
Like, right. So if you say KD is you know what I'm saying, is the better player, but it's because KD is more skilled. So I feel like when you look at better, best, you rank skill a little bit above dominance. But sometimes dominance is gonna win out in cases like Shaq. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Wilt, whenever he did win, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even somebody might even say shit, Russell shit was dominance defensively. You feel me?
But you notice how
he was the best though, because he ain't have enough. He ain't have as many skills.
Right. So you notice how when you mentioned dominance though, it was all centers. Would you say that Would you say that Jordan wasn't dominant?
Jordan was the most dominant. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
1,000.
For sure, like the most dominant.
It's harder.
Jordan went beyond just playing on the court though with his dominance. Like Jordan is a whole like figure. Like you know what I'm saying? Like just people playing Jordan's like, oh my god, and he talking to you crazy. Like he, you know what I'm saying? So he was dominant.
That's usually when like you're in the GOAT status, when like your dominance meets like your.
Gary Payton was dominant. Gary Payton was dominant in that way too, though. They say
on both ends. Yeah.
He control. No, you know what I'm saying. Like he mentally controls shit, like controlling referees, controlling crowd.
Yeah.
Like, you know, telling people shut up, sit down.
So then, kind of going into the GP thing, like, how do you think the finals are going to reflect it, like with Chris Paul and his rank amongst like the all-time like great point guards and shit like that?
Man, damn.
Bro. Stock just dropped, man. We need to put a put call on that, man, because
really. See, for me, it didn't do nothing. Like, I think, like, if he wanted, it would have helped his legacy, but it didn't, like, show me anything I didn't know about Chris Paul, bro. Like, he's one of the greatest point guards I've ever seen, like, as a pure point guard, but, like, he's had a history of just not getting it done in the, in the playoffs, and that's just how his story went.
Yeah. I think that plays a part into the legacy, though, man. Like, unfortunately, like, you don't show up when it matters most, man. I mean, you can consider that to be a game 7, or you consider that to be a 7-game series, man. I'm not sure if he was throwing the game or what, but it just seemed like Chris Paul was just out of whack so much. And he doesn't play like that. And why does this always continue to happen?
That's what I'm saying, though. I agree with you completely. It's just like it's there's a pattern here. It always happens. So it's like it didn't show me any. It didn't like.
So you're used to the pattern, is what you're saying?
Yeah, like it's just. But bro, seeing him in Game 6 against the Clippers and like the first 2 games against in the finals, I was like, bro, I have never like Chris Paul is a dog, man. Like that was crazy. Like he was balling out.
It was upsetting to not see him play like that the entire time.
Like, bro, it was like he, for some reason, like he lost his hand. Like, bro, you ain't never seen Chris Paul have more turnovers than assists.
Yeah, bro, it was wild. It was wild. Like sometimes when I'm watching it, I'm just like, what? Like, who's he throwing that to? Like, why is Chris Paul doing
that? Yeah.
Like, why you just shoot the ball, Chris? You know what I'm saying? Like,
dribbling like Westbrook out here. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, he did have some
what if Chris Paul went to the Lakers? Have you guys seen that talk?
No, please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it.
The Uncle Drew squad.
Please don't do it. But that's classic Bron fashion, though. Come to the squad, bring all the old.
Melo got to come too, then, if that's the case.
Try to win right now.
Melo got to come.
Nah,
That
bro.
ain't it. That
We
ain't
need
it.
some youth. Give us some young players, man.
They
They
need
do.
shooters is what you need, bro. They need shooters.
Yeah, I think they talking about getting Buddy Hield earlier. I seen. I don't know how I feel about
Right.
that.
It's not bad. He can light it up.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting because I did want to ask you guys too, because I know you guys are both big Kobe fans. Well, all three of you. When you look at Book, and he's not Kobe. I hate the sports media when they're like, "Is he Kobe? Like, will he be better than?" Like, we don't have to do that. But like, do you see the similarities in his game to Kobe?
Yeah, he plays like 24 Kobe, in my opinion, as far as the way, the mechanisms, the way he, plays the game of basketball. Not necessarily his accomplishments, his attitude, but just the mannerisms, the way he, his perimeter. I'm not perimeter game. I'm sorry, mirror range game, and he can kind of take a step back to the perimeter. Still got to be honest off the dribble. So I think those things kind of line up. He's never going to be 8 Kobe. That athletic Kobe was just out of this world. But he does remind me of 24 Kobe and beyond, What you think?
I agree 100%. I agree 100% with that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not mad at the Kobe comparison.
It's there, but it's just not. It's just not going to get to that point. I don't think he still has to work. He has to work on his footwork, bro. Like Kobe was a master at that, and I think oftentimes you saw it where Book would just dribble himself into trouble, bro. He dribbling into double teams or triple teams.
It's like, bro, he not gonna beat the Mamba, though. You feel me?
And I'm not expecting him to, but if you got that tutelage right under Kobe, you got to start. This stuff got to start clicking. Like he need to watch one of them old Kobe. What is it? Them highlight? What was the
like the air up there for Jordan had?
like something. Like you got to start watching it because like he gets himself into trouble.
He does. He definitely.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The
detail.
Kobe kind of
detail. Yeah, like he got to start watching this and like watching his pivot moves. He got like something, bro. Like I like Book, but he gets himself in too much trouble because he wanted to try. Like especially them last couple of games where he was just forcing shit. And you like Book, like take the simple mid range. You want to take an extra dribbles, and that's why you got stripped and shit.
Yep,
trying to get to his spots and it's not there. Have an option, another option.
Yeah,
I also think Book haven't learned how to really use his teammates for real yet either. Because like it's so many easy buckets. DeAndre, what's my man's name?
Ayton.
He be having, but like Book don't. Book be so locked in. Like this is what I do. So he don't be like, let me get dog in easy. You know what I'm saying? Get him going, get him up. Yeah. Nah, it's easier for me. I don't think he
too much
put that together yet.
That's not what he meant.
Right.
That's not what he meant.
But that go back to what you say because that's that number 8 Kobe. Because Kobe didn't know when to get it to Shaq.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Till he got tired of it.
Get it off the rebound.
We got a big free agency class though, bro. Like, do you guys think like Kawhi is going anywhere?
Nah.
The Claw.
Nah. That's not. Nah. I feel like his popularity stock could go down hugely if he just jump ship again. Yeah. After having all those demands, putting his uncle in the crossfire. You know what I'm saying?
He got popularity.
I mean, if he does, it would be shot to hell if he makes another move.
I mean, that's crazy shit.
It's the same pattern that happened in San Antonio, bro. The dude like had medical issues with the front office, and now it's like the same thing this year. He's like not happy with the Clippers, how they handled his injury. Bro. It's just weird. Yeah, he's like a silent
diva. Got popularity.
Like I'm serious, dog. Like I didn't like I was like you'd be surprised when Kawhi talk like that nigga can speak. Like no.
Man, so different what he look like.
No.
I don't think he's going anywhere. I honestly think he has to have it in his mind. Like, bro, if I was on that court, we going to the finals.
Yeah. I mean, that's how he should be thinking. I don't think he'll go nowhere either. But I mean, y'all, is Paul George staying? Is he still?
Oh, yeah.
Paul George there. He got like 3-4 years left on that contract.
Oh, all right.
From there too.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I did want to say earlier when we were talking about Paul George is I just think the team is just poorly constructed. That's Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum situation all over again. Now you got the brightest light shining on you. It's not a good look. They need a dominant big as well. Something needs to shake. I don't think those two players are going to win much being together. But Kawhi staying, man. Paul George said, I don't know how it's going to play out because it's like they both firmly planted there. It's just like what's going to end up playing out for the Clippers.
I don't know, man. It's crazy. What if you had to trade one of them? Who would you trade?
You had to shit Kawhi.
Came down to that.
Yeah, I think it had to be Kawhi. I'd probably get a little bit more for it.
Yeah, end up being the Indiana Pacers of the West. I'd be dope.
I can't see Kawhi getting traded, bro. When have you ever seen like a top 5 player? I mean, Shaq, I guess, but like he got traded right to the Heat, or did he just leave in free agency? I don't remember. But like when I have net like in my lifetime, I don't really remember a top 5 player being like traded out of the.
LeBron was technically traded to the Heat. That was a sign and trade.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Technically,
technically it was a sign and trade. He had a decision, but technically it was a sign and trade.
Interesting.
It does rarely happen, man. But if those will bring the most valued assets, I feel like it's to trade Kawhi. You about to get draft picks for Paul George. You couldn't even get Wiseman in the number 7 pick. You know what I'm saying, for Paul George right now. So
yeah, that'd be interesting, bro. Kawhi would be fucking pissed if he got traded anywhere.
Get out of here. Go back to Toronto.
So T, you mentioned about big men, and one of them really got exposed, and that was Rudy Gobert.
You think so?
The Clippers exposed the hell out of him, bro. They exposed
like the Eiffel for a minute,
Rudy
man.
Gobert,
bro.
Weak, bro.
But like the way that he got it, Terrence Mann went off a 39.
Yeah,
bro. Rudy Gobert, weak, bro.
But he a 3-time defensive player and got exposed, dog. He couldn't move them size 25s, dog. So like, if you the Jazz, like, do you look like, bro? We may have to let him go and get somebody else.
Oh no, I can't say
that. They paid him too much.
But they not the Jazz. They similar to New York. I feel like, man, where they could win a lot of games throughout the year, get that higher seeding because he's such a defensive presence against most of the league, man. Now, when you put him against the top tier guys, he might kind of be a little, but just that anchor is back there. Yeah, that anchor is back there, man. That's gonna keep a lot of teams hesitant throughout the year. So I don't think they should or will trade him, man. But he ain't he's not that premier big guy.
Offensively, I still love him on defense, bro. Like he's an anchor. Like they're like a piece away, and that's what's sad is like no one's going to Utah. But like if they had another star,
we was just talking about Ben Simmons improving his game, right? Rudy Gobert, bro, he probably been the same player since like
elementary,
bro.
That's so fair, but for me, like I look at it and I'm like, what else? Like he is what he is. I don't think you need anything more from him. He's like a dominant down low post presence.
If you start doing more, man, just rebound, block shot.
But the thing is like when they get to the playoffs, like
small
A's, bro.
Yeah, like bro, like when they get to the playoffs, Ty Lue gave you the formula. That he literally gave the league the formula of what to do when you play the Jazz in the playoffs, bro.
I'm glad you brought up Lue because he definitely earned his worth, man. I give Lue his flowers, you know what I'm saying? I talked a lot about him, said it was LeBron coaching the squads. From what I've seen and from what the analysts say about him, he makes a lot of adjustments, and I actually got a chance to kind of see that come to fruition. Ty Lue, dog, definitely did a dog-ass job.
Yeah, he did.
I say he did a good job for sure.
He did.
Man.
Top number 1 ranked team.
I definitely give him his credit. He showed this year that he
he learned a lot from
I coached a little bit. I coached a little bit.
Now he learned.
Man, crazy.
No, like it ain't like he ain't played with like Kobe and Shaq though. Like that didn't matter.
Jordan.
It was Jordan too.
Yeah. That's wild. I was impressed with him in Cleveland, bro. Didn't he tell LeBron to like shut his ass up or something and like went after him like that? Yeah, I like that. That's cool, man. That means like you can't be a coach with fear when you're playing with stars, you know? Like,
right. That's a weird dynamic, man, to be coaching somebody that's worth so much more than you, man. That's never a dynamic outside of sports, man, where your boss is like the lowest ranked person on the totem pole. It's crazy.
That's such a good point, bro. I never even thought of that. Like, when is the boss paid like the least? Like, that's crazy.
The sport, that shit is real crazy.
You want me to drop you off?
Could be like,
I'm about to go to my mansion. Hey, Lou, drop you off, bro.
Like, I mean, because you look at the shit that's going on right now. Like, not to switch to sport, but like, look what shit that's going on in the NFL with Aaron Rodgers, bro. Like, like you almost would be like Aaron Rodgers would be like, bro, I don't want him coaching for me no more. He gotta go.
He's a business.
Skip his ass.
Man. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, man. Completely, bro. It's crazy, bro.
And he should. It's the Aaron Rodgers squad, man. He held them down after a long time, man. He deserves his flowers as well.
That's gonna be crazy to see like where he goes this year. Like I don't know what's gonna happen with that. It's gonna be a interesting season.
Chicago.
Keep
him in the division. Oh,
Chicago.
I'm like,
Chicago. I just want the rivalry.
No, I got you.
I need Aaron Rodgers to get up out the division, dog. I need the Lions to.
See, you basing your hopes on the wrong thing, man. No matter what we do, we're gonna get there. So let's just be happy for Aaron Rodgers. Get him in a nice situation at this point.
Man, do you guys think CP is going anywhere, or is he going to stay and take that player option?
If he already declined it though, didn't he?
Did he?
I didn't know this.
You talking about Chris Paul?
Yeah. I didn't know
He
that.
already declined it.
That would be the dumbest shit ever. Oh,
He declined. Hold on. That 40. You talking about that 41 million?
40. Yeah. What?
44. I thought
44.
Right? Yeah.
He declined it.
I want to say he declined it. I'm not 100%, but I want to say.
But see, here's what the players do when they get to that age.
Maybe he was planning to decline it. I don't know.
He can get $44 million this year and probably never get another NBA contract, or he can sign a 3-year contract and probably get $55 million. Like, yeah, you'll be playing 2 extra years, but you get $10 million more dollars. So I've been noticing that's what a lot of these older guys on the back end of those high, when those contracts are kind of back ended like that. That's what they do. They want to get an extension or, go to another team and then get a longer deal with similar money just to get a little bit more. Because, if you go in on that $44 million, who's going to sign you again after next year after you seen you be so exposed, man? You don't get them $1 million, whatever the old man exception is or whatever they call that. You know what I'm saying?
Mid-level.
Yeah.
Veterans.
So then with him declining that, then that's going to probably get the Suns more money in the free agent for them to try to pick up some pieces then, right?
Or re-sign him for like one of the 3-year deals T talking about.
But yes and no, I believe it's also a kind of thing in the NBA where if you're over your salary cap with current players, that's cool. But if they're not on your team, you can't go over the salary cap. It's some kind of like little rule where it kind of prevents you from going over the salary cap without, with the players that's not on your team versus if they were already on your team. So something to keep an eye out for sure on that CP3 situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like almost like Phoenix would like kind of be a free agent destination, not like LA or Boston or New York or something like that, but seeing how they improved this year and like people like Arizona, I like
that's why
maybe someone.
I mean, CP3 really should be trying to stay there. I mean, where is he gonna go?
He should. He
LA, bro, with his boy, the Banana Boat Squad.
Nah, bro, that's gonna be terrible, bro. That's too much of a liability. That's Karl Malone and Gary Payton and them all.
Oh my God, I got that on my notes. CB legacy is Karl Malone 2.0. Oh, hell yeah! High takes.
No way, bro. That's crazy. Dang. So expand,
man. But look, though, one thing I did want to talk about Phoenix real quick, though. Cam Johnson needs to get a bigger role, too, man. He showed up, and that might play a decision in Chris Paul's coming back or not, too. Seeing that young core, he put the battery in campaigns back, you know what I'm saying? He had him playing like a dog. Campaign, Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, man, they got a good young core.
No, I agree with you. They do. They're like a piece away, too. Unless Book makes like a major improvement and he's able to, because you don't know. This is he talked about this is like the most heartbreaking thing he's ever felt. Like, is he going to use that? Is he going to be in the gym every day and like come back an even better Book, or is he just like
I guarantee you, he was at the Kanye thing the other day with Kendall Jenner, bro. I guarantee.
My
bad. I'm sorry.
He in the Olympics. Yeah.
Okay,
and
he's still working.
Losing to France and shit.
I know you watching right now, but my bad in Tokyo. You right.
Maybe that's good for him.
What if he was home? He would have been there, right?
Touche.
Yeah, man. It'll be interesting. It's going to be an interesting year. But for me, and like we kind of touched on it, and I'm not necessarily like a fan of them, but like the Warriors are coming, bro. I don't care what anyone says. Next year, it's the Nets versus Warriors in the finals. Barring injury. That's me.
That would be crazy to see. That would be a great series.
Think of my brother. I was just talking to my bro about this, and like all of the like KD playing the Warriors. Kyrie's got history against the Warriors. Like all of them. Like that would be like such a crazy.
James Harden, bro. against the Warriors.
Yup,
Man.
and Houston, bro, that would be such a good storyline.
They all teamed up and made Warriors East.
Like, the league might fuck around and make that like a 7-game series because that would make so much money. That like
it's a perfect storm for the Warriors right now, man. 7th pick, 14th pick.
I mean, but what do you guys think the Warriors are gonna do? Like,
they got to package that. They got to package that and get a.
I mean, who do they go after though?
I really wish they could get rid of their mind, dog.
You said who?
I don't know either. That's tough. Did you say you want him to get rid of Draymond?
Yeah,
I really feel like he's their glue, man. Like he's like their.
Yeah,
like,
they can't get rid of. He anchors it like much of we were talking about Gobert. He anchors AD.
Can he get in the gym? Can we get more than 4 points? I'm just saying.
He not. You don't. Why? You got Steph. You got Clay. Why?
Because we didn't have Clay, and we needed more than 4 points when we didn't have Dog. Those can't happen again, man. It's gonna be I think, 82 game season this year, man. And Draymond doesn't seem like one of those guys that works on his game, because it's been like the same the entire year. And we kind of already talked about those Swiss Army kind of guys kind of phasing out a little bit. I mean, can we get a skill player in there? I guarantee the Warriors will flourish. Blue is overrated when you could get somebody like Embiid or something. I'm not saying they're going to do that, but
I don't think that's good, bro. Like they thrive off ball movement. They need like a small forward that can D up anyone.
They need Ben
hit a
Simmons
three and move the ball. Like that's what they need.
Oh no, he can't hit the three.
Nah,
No, but they wouldn't need Ben Simmons to hit the three. You got shooters, bro. That may not be a you probably give. I wouldn't say give both picks to the Sixers, but you maybe give them a pick and maybe James Wiseman. Like here, y'all can have that and pick up Ben. That could be nasty, bro.
But that changes the whole dynamic of that offense. Like that's now Ben Simmons is bringing the ball up, and you know
why would you care? You got Steph on one and Clay on the other, and pick your fucking poison, bro.
We need that, man.
Yeah.
Somebody a little bit faster, quicker footed.
Okay, well, T, you're a Warriors fan, so you co-signing on that, T? You want Ben Simmons running your point?
No, but it sounds good.
Well, okay, so what about this? What if, and this is some just off the cuff shit, if they send those picks to the Bulls and they pick up Vucevic?
Oh,
Vucevic. That's interesting.
And they keep Draymond as well, and now we got Vooch.
They got Vooch and Draymond, and they send Wiseman with them 2 picks to Chicago.
And we got Wiggins still too. Squad.
That's interesting.
Squad.
That is
a 3 or a 5 because Steph Clay.
I don't know about Wiggins though.
Wiggins gonna be ready this year.
He balled out this year.
Yeah, he gonna be right.
He was straight.
Harrison Barnes 3.0 is going down.
They're coming, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Not Harrison Barnes though. Like
3.0 is gonna be on a whole other level this year, though.
HB was balling too.
That's all we need. Yeah, HB did have a great year.
You know who Harrison Barnes 3.0 was? KD, because they got rid of Harrison Barnes and fucking picked up Kevin Durant.
Damn.
This guy had to go this route.
That's a fact. I'll take them 2 chips though with KD. Thank you.
He doesn't even know that. He's not even appreciative of those 2 chips, bro. You hear him talking in interviews. He's like, I didn't even feel how I felt like I was supposed to feel after. I wonder why. Because you're doing a fucking 73-win team. Oh my god.
And easy for him to say now, though. Had he not went there and had those chips, he'd be the worst woe is me player, man. I'm glad he got that out of the way because I don't want to see emo Kevin Durant no more than we have to.
He's gonna do it again, bro. He's about to win with Harden and Kate or Kyrie, and he's gonna be like, "This still doesn't feel." It's like, yeah, lead a team, bro. You don't need a fucking.
Is he gonna win? That's what I'm saying.
This was his year to do it.
If they're healthy, they're gonna win. Like it's to me, like
they just got to figure out the rest of those pieces on that Nets squad because they got a lot of pieces that they got to figure out, dude.
Dame, Bron, AD can beat the Nets. I'm just curious what y'all think.
That would be a good series, bro. I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Because Nets aren't big on the inside. I don't know, man. My jury's still out on AD. I don't know what the fuck that dude's gonna give me.
I mean, he the paper mache guy.
Put money on AD winning MVP.
Not paper mache.
Put money going on AD winning MVP this year. You heard it here first.
How much? Bro, what?
Right, like how much? Like what's the over under?
Whatever the odds is in Vegas. I'm not betting y'all, but whatever the odds is in Vegas, I'm put the money down on that.
Bro, I don't. More interesting bet to see if he plays half the season or not, bro.
I gotta see these transactions first, man. For real, you know.
I can see it, man. I think that's gonna be a good.
But with AD, you always gotta have your hand on the panic button with AD or close by. You know what I mean? He can go down it any second. Like,
yeah, he has a little CP in him.
Man. Nah, he worse than CP, bro. He's like Mr. Glass for real. Like,
it's serious.
You know what I'm saying?
That's some serious. It's serious. Like AD just. It'd be like just a minor shit. You'd be like, bro, how the fuck you get injured doing that?
Man, when you see it, you be like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? It go back. It's always so.
It's like he played hard. I don't really know how he do it.
No, he's straight. Next thing you know, AD is out day to day. Like, we don't know when he coming back. Like, what?
I don't get that, bro. It's interesting with Bron too, because like I don't know where I have him right now. Like he clearly can't go into the playoffs now and elevate any team like he used to be able to do. Like he needs that supporting cast more than ever. So it's just like if he's going to have success for the rest of his career, it's going to be crucial that they bring someone else in or AD stays healthy. One of the two.
1,000%. Wholeheartedly agree, man.
They need both.
It's going to determine his lifespan in the NBA at this point.
They need both.
I mean, he could play another 5 years and just be a point guard, and you know what I mean? Like and still average 20 points, but like if he wants to win, yeah, they got to figure something out. Because I
don't know what his plan is though. Like because they trying to bring in a point guard. So is his plan to, you know what I mean? Like
I just think they need a secondary playmaker. I wouldn't anticipate them, using that as the main guy.
I've said that for the last 5 years. I want LeBron to go into that post role, right? Like Kobe and MJ kind of did at the end of their career when their athleticism waned and they started but he's not doing that. He won't do that.
I don't see it.
Talk about somebody needs to work on their footwork. Oh my God. It looks like he got 2 stars left 15s right now. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Well, and what Bron is that like especially with the NBA, everything is a high pick and roll. So he get that high pick and roll. All he needs is just that lane, and everything's a drive for Bron. Like if he not shooting no right, it's a drive to the basket.
That's real.
Gotta be.
So I gotta ask y'all, since you got the banner hanging up in the back about what the Pistons gonna do with this first pick.
Well, I mean, seeing as my last name is Cunningham, I think it would be wise if they could go ahead and get my cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Hey!
No true family ties, but he does carry the legacy in that name. So I think this is going to be exciting times for the Pistons, man. We got a good young, I ain't going to say a good young core, but we got Killian Hayes too. And now we got Kay Cunningham.
I like Jeremy Grant too, bro. Jeremy Grant's a good player.
True, Jeremy Grant. Yep.
He can't be the star, but like he's a good player.
Yeah. He's the Jerome Williams of it.
I like what the Pistons doing. I will say that. Like they actually finally got young. You know what I'm saying? And like really tried to build through the draft.
Very focused on getting young. It seemed like.
Yeah. And so,
my hope is that they don't do what they did before. Like you look at these players that we drafted and like Middleton, bro.
All in the playoff
But I don't think they trying to. I think they changed, their philosophy on that, so to speak, because I think they kind of like stacking these young players now, whereas, before, like you said, players, so many ex-Pistons. We were just talking about Reggie Jackson. You know what I mean? Every time players leave,
Andre Drummond,
the Morris twins, like
both the Morris twins, CP3, Tobias Harris.
Yeah. So
now, one thing we do got to flip it on the other side, though. How excited is Kay Cunningham going to be coming to Detroit?
He seems excited. Like I was.
Bro, he said he was like he liked the Detroit. He liked the Detroit style, the market. He said like he trying to be.
I don't want this to be a Grant Hill situation again, where you give us your best 4 years, look like you're going to be the best player ever, and then just go into no man's land. Like I really want the best for this kid, and I hope it brings some kind of consistency to Detroit.
So, do you think Kay Cunningham, or do you think it'd be Jalen Green?
Oh, we got to go with Kay Cunningham. Name alone, just. What are you saying?
Like just off the fam, this has got to be Cunningham. Right. Like Green is electric though. Like
okay, it's so hard for me to follow college basketball, so I'm definitely gonna have to, hold.
No, he's in the G League. Oh. He played in that development league. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's putting up like 20 a game. Like the only thing with him is like he's super athletic, but he's super inconsistent, right? Which I mean, his shot selection is not good at all.
Watch too many Steph highlights. Now, what type of player will he remind you of? Who does he put you in that mind?
So he kind of remind me of Zach LaVine, right?
Okay.
Where he got super athletic and he got a good game to him. He just got to develop it. What bothers me with Cade Cunningham is that he'll start floating, right? Where like Cade will disappear for like a quarter or two, and then next thing you know, he's going off for like 20.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we don't need that. I don't know.
So it's like that's what makes me nervous, bro.
Definitely. That's definitely sound like some Detroit Pistons type of stuff. I guess he'll fit right in, you know what I mean?
Man, I gotta say, Cade. I mean, he's the only one I look at, and I'm like, he could be a generational talent. You know, there's some drafts where you look at and it's like there's a bunch of them, but like for me, like he has the potential. Like he could get there. It's just what is Detroit gonna surround him with? I don't think a lot of free agents want to go to Detroit. Like I don't know.
Never. You gotta overpay them, and they're usually past their prime. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we fuck around and get what's old boy name? Josh.
Josh Jackson? What are you talking about?
No. Dude that played from Atlanta that came to Detroit and we still paying
Josh
that dude.
Smith?
Yeah.
Oh wow, right.
We get that, bro. Like
that's a good point, man. Hey, Russell Westbrook will be a Detroit Piston before his career. I promise you that, bro. I promise you.
Same thing. They're about to get Russell Westbrook.
I promise. It'll happen.
Please don't let no shit like that happen, dog. Please don't let no shit like that happen.
It will happen, bro. Exactly. Book it. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get Russ. He's gonna give us 10, 10, and 10. Everyone's gonna be, look at his triple doubles, bro. He's like, who cares, bro?
Nah, they not putting that
all the Russ fans gonna be in the crowd with the jersey on. It's gonna be
why is that such a Detroit thing to get these? We had T-Mac, we had AI. Like, why is that a Detroit thing to get these players that's past their prime, dog?
Man.
I don't know, but I hope they done with that, man. Because they, like I said, they've been stacking young players, so I hope they just continue with that trend, man. It's the first time we've seen it in forever.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. All of our championship runs have been like a good collection of, there's been stars, but not like superstars, and like a good collection of like 5 starters. Like it'd be cool to get back to that, where it's like we've got just a good collective team with ball movement, plays good defense. We got a long way to go, but I mean,
you gotta be patient. You gotta build it. That's something Detroit never did. Like even with any of our teams, for the most part, is they, we just go for like, all right, we can get them and still be okay. And then we're not bad enough to get good picks, and then when we are, we make terrible decisions, like Darko. You know what I'm saying? So.
And he's got a ring, and Melo doesn't. So
picking Luke Kennard over Donovan Mitchell.
Another one,
bro. Right? Or picking who did we
and even with that
over
said,
Book?
Not Detroit. He playing with the Clippers now,
right? But I'm saying we're like, who did we pick up over Booker? Who did we pick?
Oh my God!
Don't give me the. Was it Stanley Johnson? It wasn't Stanley Johnson.
It may have been Stanley, bro.
Holy shit! If
it
that's
may have been
case,
Stanley Johnson, dog. It may
right.
have been Stanley. Like we just make dumb. Like, bro, Stanley can't shoot the ball. Dog.
Where is Stanley Johnson?
In Toronto, not doing shit.
Yeah, over there on the international team.
Probably bagging groceries somewhere at a grocery store, bro.
Carolina right now.
Right.
I got to hear all your guys' finals picks though. What's the early pick? I know there's free agency in the draft, but like, what's your prediction for going into next season?
And we talked about it earlier, man. Warriors, Nets.
That's what that's what
Warriors, Nets. Got fresh.
I like right now. I like that. I could rock with that right now. But I gotta see, what transpires in the next few weeks with the draft and free agency.
What? On the fence? Give us a hot take. Come on. What is it gonna be?
I'm ride the wave with you.
Right.
I'm ride the wave.
I'm gonna switch it up. I think it could be this: Nets and Nuggets.
Oh, what? Okay, well, what do the Nuggets need to do to get there?
Jamal Murray coming back, bro.
Okay.
I mean, if he plays like Bubble Jamal, for sure. But like, if he plays like he played last season, like,
We all know why he's playing like that, though, man.
But I think it's just playing as long as they did, and then having that short turnaround. I think it kind of affected him. But now that he's gonna get a full what's name, he'll be straight. And then you get another year of Michael Porter Jr. Like they
are they
gonna let Bobo play?
No. Bro, to do what?
He only come out when the ball gets stuck in between the thing. Y'all ever notice?
Right.
That's the only
time. He come out to get the wedges.
But I think that pickup with Denver picking up Aaron Gordon, that really helps solidify that team. And you add in Murray, you get your closer back and everything. Monte Morris really played really well. I think they can be nice, bro.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
Go ahead, E.
No, that'd be interesting. It really depends on Jamal, bro. Like, again, like when he was playing in the bubble, I was looking at Jamal like, wow, like this dude's he was dropping 50 pieces. Like he looked, but then I was so just angry emotionally, like last season watching him. I was like, where the fuck was that, bro? Like you just looked so different, So I don't know. I like Michael Porter Jr. though. He's good.
Back home. I think they could do it. The only thing I was going to say is that's another one of those teams where it's just like, man, do I go wild or do I watch Denver Nuggets play basketball right now, man? I think I'm going to catch the highlights. So,
that's real. That's real.
It's just I want the finals to be superstar status, man, over the top.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for a West versus East Coast team, preferably my Warriors, Nets. Book it.
I mean, that's you may
I said it, right?
You may won me over with that. You may won me over with that. You won me over with that.
Yeah. Let's go. So if it happens, we got to do this again, right?
Oh, yeah.
We will, bro. On your guys' next season, we'll have to collab with you guys and get on there for sure. So just let us know.
Yeah.
Are you guys between seasons right now? Are you guys between seasons right now?
Yep.
We probably, we pretty much. Yeah, we might do one more, pretty much call it for this season. But we're pretty much in between,
I got you.
On a low, you might get a couple, special alerts when the Dame go to the Lakers or something. You know what I mean? You might get
a special
that.
Hey, if Dame goes to the Lakers, bro, that changes things. Like that would be very interesting. If Dame goes to the Lakers,
then we're talking about Brooklyn and LA at that point, probably, right?
And that's when you could delete that part that we just kind of went over and then.
Well, it's are they keeping AD? Because if they keep AD and get Dame, that's very interesting. It'll be interesting.
I don't even think that's a question. I haven't heard his name being tossed around at all, man. And once
who else is the Lakers offering if they're not offering AD? Like, well, what's the package looking like for Dame?
You give up Schroeder, you give up Kuzma, right? Like KCP.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm Portland, that's the stupidest trade ever. Like, or
you maybe Drummond. I don't know.
Nah, but I don't know. I don't know. It's Drummond gone. I mean, I don't know. I think they got a lot of money coming off though. They're gonna have a lot of space. They always do, just like
they got a lot of free agents.
So they're gonna have money anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it got to be a sign of trade. So
Rob Pelinka got his hands full.
He do.
Yeah,
he definitely do. Oladipo to the Lakers.
You saw Oladipo? That sounds like another typical move. Typical move made in the NBA.
He gonna get injured. He gonna get injured again.
Man, I like it, man.
You will. I like Oladipo. It's kind of sad what happened to him, bro. Because he was balling that last year in Indiana. I think they were like the 3rd seed, and then he tore his ACL or whatever, and then he just he hasn't been the same since. It's sad. Yeah. I liked him. He was good.
It happens to the best of them, man. Look at Boogie Cousins, man.
That last season with AD and Boogie was sad, bro. Like, they look good, man. That was crazy. They were both averaging like 25 and 10. Like, it was nuts. Drew Holiday.
Like a mean team to play against, for sure. Had Rondo cooking. Yeah, they were dope. Yeah, man. Good team to play with on live. Or 2K, I should say.
Yeah, right. All right, man. Well, if you guys don't have anything to talk about, we really appreciate you guys coming on. We'll have to do this again. We'll have to do a collab whenever you guys get your next season going.
Absolutely, man. We appreciate the invite.
Appreciate it, fellas.
That's Yeah, man. I can't wait to hear y'all takes on, UFC boxing coming up too, man.
Yeah, man. We got some good
definitely
stuff
wanna
coming up, right?
Yeah,
And,
it's a bunch coming up.
All right, brothers. It was good to talk to you all.
Appreciate y'all. All right, fellas. See you, Kari.
All right, man. See you guys.
Oh, man.